How do you make custom thumbnails for your YouTube videos and get more views, which ultimately helps you grow your channel faster, even if you don't have a background in design? I'm gonna show you how. Hey friend, Nick here with Glacier Rock Media, and I help regular people like you learn how to make videos and leverage those videos to grow your business. If you're new here and this is something you wanna learn more about, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll see all my future videos. A lot of new YouTubers don't understand how important it is to create custom thumbnails for your videos. And quite a few don't even pick a custom thumbnail, they just use a screenshot from the video and just let YouTube decide. So think of the thumbnail of your video as like the billboard that can get people's attention and get people to click on it while they're cruising the YouTube superhighway. So the reason this is so important is because as viewers are on YouTube, they're watching videos, YouTube will recommend other videos to the viewers based on what they're watching. And in this list, you're gonna see thumbnails that will pop out and catch your attention, and you're gonna see thumbnails that do not. And your eyes just skip right over those. This is a really important part of growing your channel. You wanna make sure that your thumbnails pop out, that there's something that catches people's eye and entices them to click on your video. Now, some people will just try to take a still frame from their video as they're editing or once they're done editing, and that can work, but sometimes it's hard to find a spot where you're not moving or you're not making a weird face. If nothing else, make sure that at the beginning or at the end of your video, you do some posing to come up with some options to use for thumbnails. So you might do things like, I don't know, just make goofy faces and just do some smiling. Maybe point like with one finger. An even better approach is to take separate pictures where you can use your camera or your phone and make sure that you frame it in a way where there's enough space somewhere on either side to put some graphics or to put your title or whatever you want to put on your thumbnail. It'll make it a lot easier to come up with a thumbnail versus just trying to use some random screenshot. So lately I've just been doing some posing at the end, and I'll just come up with different options. I'll make sure that I'm not moving so I can get shots that aren't blurry. But if it's easier, just take pictures. This just happens to be easier for me because I can't hit the button on my camera from here. Now let's talk tools. You might already have a tool that you use for making graphics, and I'm not gonna tell you that you should change what you use. But it doesn't hurt to try new tools every now and then, and I'm gonna suggest one called Canva. Go to canva.com. You can set up a free account. You can do a lot of really cool stuff with Canva, and there's tons of templates and elements and things that you can add to images, and it's a really powerful tool. I use it on a computer. Some people use it on the phone and say they don't like it. I try to do everything on a computer because it's just easier. It's easier, you get more fine-grained control, and I'm just faster on a computer, so I prefer that. But some people love using their phones. That might be you, and if that's the case, power to you. Maybe Google some other options for creating thumbnails. The principles are gonna still apply, but I'm gonna specifically show you how to do it in Canva. All right, it's enough chit chat. Let's jump in the computer and I'll show you how to do it. Let's go to Canva. Go to canva.com. You can set up a free account. Once you've got that, hit create design, and we'll do custom dimensions. You wanna do 1920 by 1080. That's the size of an HD video. So once you've taken your photo either with your phone or your camera, or you've taken a screenshot from your video, then go ahead and upload it by clicking Uploads and upload an image or video. All right, so I've got a video here, one of my previous videos, where I took some screen grabs to grab some options for thumbnails. So let's go ahead and use this one. I think that's the one I used ultimately for mine, thumb 40. So let's go ahead and upload that. Once it's uploaded, click on it and it'll automatically drop it in here, and then you can resize it to fit. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a box. You can go to Elements and you can just pick a shape. And I'm going to put this text box behind some text because that'll help it pop. So you can change the color by clicking that, and let's do a darker color. And you can If you have your hex code for your brand color, you can go ahead and type it in there. And then we can drop some text on there. And I'm going to make it white. And let's pick a different text. How about that? And I'm going to blow it up a little bit. All right. The key to coming up with an eye-grabbing thumbnail is to not have too much text, to not have too much stuff going on, but having enough that it piques people's curiosity and that they're interested in learning more about what you're trying to teach. So this video was about using the branding watermark tool within YouTube Studio to help grow your channel faster, because viewers can really easily subscribe to your channel. So rather than put something like use YouTube branding watermark, like people are just going to pass that, I decided to go with grow your channel faster. So let's do that. And I don't want to get too many words on one row because it's going to have to be small. So let's do grow your. And this is total like trial and error. Just try stuff. And let's make that fit within there. Just try things and kind of tweak as you go. And it's always going to be that way. But the more you do it, the faster you get at this. So let's reposition this a little bit. I think the size of that text box is pretty good. So that means we have some room possibly to grow our text. So 116, let's try like 130, 150. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just change to all caps. Grow your, I'm going to do another line. Here's something cool. Once you like the positioning, and Canva's pretty good about helping you center things. So you see how this little line right here pops up. That's telling me it's centered. And then that horizontal line is telling me it's centered horizontally within that box. So you can click and drag and highlight the box and the text box and hit group. And now you can move that together and you can resize it together. So that's pretty cool. Once you get a look that you like, that makes it easier to make tweaks on the go. And we can duplicate it. So right click, copy, and then you can right click, paste. And I want to say channel. And then let's duplicate one more time. Oh, I should be able to just paste again. Grow your channel faster. Now, it's always a good practice to highlight like the key phrase. So grow your channel faster. I want to make faster look different. So what I'm going to do is change the color to maybe a red. Or what if we go dark? We've got another color I like to use. Oops. Now it looks kind of weird to me that it's light blue, dark blue. What if we change this one? Grow your channel faster. Yeah, I think it looks all right now. So what I actually want to do is, I don't want to shrink the whole thing. I want to ungroup. So sometimes grouping is good. Sometimes if you're still kind of tweaking things, you're better off not. I want to make this box fit more closely around the word. So I like that. And actually this spacing, I want to kind of mimic up here. So I'm going to change this as well. And Canva's pretty good about snapping. And when I say snapped, you see how this kind of like goes to real specific sizes. So it just snap to that. And it's really pretty good about snapping to the right size so that stuff is consistent. I like that about Canva. There we go. And let's ungroup. So ignore what I said about grouping. Sometimes I'll group. Once I know I have it where I like it, then I'll group it. I grouped it too soon. There we go. So now I can group it. All right, so it's got me lined center. And grow your channel faster. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and group that. And let's group that. So you could spend a little bit more time. I'm trying to be quick with this tutorial and get this spacing just perfect for everything, but that's pretty good. You could play with the colors. Honestly, I think I would still try something else. Maybe get faster to pop a little bit more. Maybe let's go ahead and ungroup it. Let's try click the box. I think I gotta move it. So we could try maybe a white background and make the text black or this other color. So that would be another option. So I've got some interest in different colors and it pops. So yeah, let's do that. I like that. Another thing you can do is when you click on the background and click filter, they have pre-built filters. You can try to find something that find something that makes it pop. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you can change the intensity. So if you find one that's kind of close, like that's not bad. You can just scale the intensity back to where, because really what we want more saturation where the colors are popping a little bit more. And keep in mind too that people usually view this very small icons like this, or they're on a phone and it's really small. So it's okay if it's just a little bit more intense. So I like that. So that's one way you could do it. The other way is just to do it manually. So you can go to adjust and you can play with that. Add more contrast, some saturation. You could play with the tint if you want. The blur, you can make it blurry, which we don't want to do. Or we can sharpen it, which you don't go crazy because then you look like that. You don't want to show all your skin pores. That just looks bad. I'm not sure what this does. Ooh, that looks funky. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that. Unless you're going for funky. Vignettes where it adds like a circle to the outside. I don't usually prefer that. Sometimes it can work. Like in this case, it actually isn't that bad. It kind of helps highlight this stuff. But I actually kind of like, let's go back to that filter. What did I have? No, not that. Is it that? I don't remember what I clicked on. Dare. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's roll with that. One last thing I do before I call it good is I will go small. So like that. If it pops and I can read it, boom, I'm done. You know, if it looks eye-catching. So see how this is much better than YouTube just picking a random frame, or better than just a picture with no text. So if someone's skimming through YouTube, YouTube's going to recommend this video, and this is going to pop, grow your channel faster. Ooh, like if that's someone who has a YouTube channel, they want to grow their channel faster. They'll click on that, or they can hover, they can see what the title is and see if they're more interested or not. But it's a great way to catch somebody's attention and get them to click on your video and watch it. So last thing I'll do is I'll download. And here's a little SEO tip. Make it the title of your video. How to add a logo or subscribe button to your YouTube video. Something like that. It doesn't make a huge difference, but every little thing you can do to add more SEO, search engine optimization, to your channel and your videos, it has a cumulative effect that will help you get more subscribers and more views. So once you download it, you can go to the video. Hey friend. So I'm going to go edit. And right here, you can click these little dots, click change. If you didn't have one, I think it just says upload or whatever. Hit change and you can navigate to it and pick it, and there you go. I'm going to keep my original because I prefer that and like that better, but this is a good secondary approach where you have text that's really easy to read and really pops off the thumbnail as someone is skimming through the list. Well, there you have it, friend. That's how you can make custom thumbnails using Canva. And again, this applies to any tool that you can use. But make sure that you're making custom thumbnails for your videos. It's going to make a huge difference in click-through rate, your impressions, and views ultimately on your channel, and growing your channel faster. If you're new to all this stuff and you're not sure how to monetize videos, I've created a blueprint that spells out exactly what you have to do to use video to create a lead generation system. Just go to glacierrockmedia.com/blueprint and get your free copy today. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps me be found by more people. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll see all my future videos. And if you know someone who this would help, please share it with them. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video. Why can I never remember what I want to say? And I help people do something. What do I help people do? Oh, I'm struggling on this. This is like your billboard for your video on the information superhighway. Except that if people click on your video, they won't crash and die. So that's a good thing. Man, I got a phone call. It's like every video I make, I get a call or a text. Like, why can I not remember to put it on airplane mode? And it ended up being a call about nothing. Awesome. Thanks, Rob. You totally derailed my train of thought. Hope you don't see this video. Pretty sure you won't.